Welcome back to Action Fan Collector's Diary. Today I am going to be showing you a few things that I bought from the Birmingham NEC Toy Fair. Now, I've never been to a toy fair before, so as you can imagine, I was like a kid in a candy shop. There's only 3 or 4 Action Men stalls, but I also took my granddaughter who collects porcelain dolls and vintage Barbie. Now, big shout out to Kayla Rose. Hello Kayla, Granddad loves you. I'm glad we got you some nice dolls on the day. Right, what I'm about to do now is just show you a few of the things that I bought from the NEC. Right, let's start off with this mortar. It is the first buy. Can't remember what I paid for that. That also came with these mortar rounds, 3 of them I believe. So that's going to be for my GIs. Secondly, I bought this bazooka, which gave me 2 rounds. Camouflage bazooka. Good condition. Don't know if it's 40. Haven't got a clue. Still got the spring, still seems to be able to fire. Right, the next purchase was a Navy attack hat, which I am going to try and convert this into a UN helmet. So there you go, that's another purchase. Another one was some tall brown boots, which are going with this guy separately. He was a Naked Action Man, original with a painted head. And I bought this green beret outfit. Unfortunately, like everything, they're in little packets and you can't really get a good look. It's a bit of madness in there. I was a bit overwhelmed. And so this one's got a button missing. But not only that, it's covered in stains. And it also had a rip on the arm, which I have glued rather than sewed because it was quite difficult for me to sew that. It was quite a gap. So it isn't a brilliant conditioned uniform. This guy needed new feet, so I put some new feet on him. Apart from that, we're getting there. So tall brown boots are going to be going with him. I also got, along with a camo bazooka, I got myself a camouflage radio. Let's go ahead and take that. That was £6, that one. But I found there were some very high prices on Action Men. You know, I saw like dressed Action Men for £250, and then I saw what was classed as A category or better quality, like getting on £400. And that's way out of my league for one Action Man. Maybe down the line, when I've got all bits and pieces that I want, I start thinking about getting a slightly better version, and I'm buying less. Maybe I'm buying one a month or something like that. I will buy them like that. But because I'm buying stuff every week, I can't afford to spend £400. So that one was £6. Great condition. Don't know if it's 40th. It's all in there. So I'm well chuffed with that. So that's the camo. So that would go with that guy. Here we go with my green beret. I've got one of these, but I bought another one. £3 each. I've got the green one. I've already got the green one. This one was slightly better condition, although I fixed my broken one. It had a bit missing out the handle, but I fixed that with Milliput, and I've just got to paint that. So we've got 2 of those. This one was unusual. I know this goes to another set, but I can't think offhand.
Can someone please let me know in the comments?
Yeah, gold spool green one, which I think goes with my communication set with the guy who wears the poncho and the big radio, which incidentally I've brought, but not from Birmingham. So there's them 2. Now this, I'm not sure, German helmet. I'm not sure if I bought that there or bought this from eBay, but that's going to go in the mix today. Can't remember the price of that. That's another thing. And this thing that I really wanted, and I managed to get there, was the UN armband for my UN guy. Now incidentally, I've got a guy on Facebook who advertised that he bought some UN badges for a kit bash he was going to do. He has a Facebook group, and I will put that up here. And he has one all about kit bashing Action Man, and there's some really great uniforms, really modern uniforms on there. Amazing, blows my mind. Eventually we're going to get into that. He sent me some links of bits and pieces because I'd love to have a Falklands guy in my collection. And that vintage Action Man Kit Bash International. And thanks once again to the guy, because he's going to be sending me a beret badge sticker for my UN guy, and he wouldn't let me pay him, and he wouldn't let me pay the postage. So thanks once again. Don't know if you want me to say your name, but thank you once again. We've got a couple more bits and pieces that we brought. We brought one of these because everybody needs one of them. It's a white bayonet and scabbard. Maybe going to use these on my 24 foot. Maybe I might be using that on some of the webbing that I'm making for that. Or it could also go on my Royal Marines Mountain and Arctic. I think I've got one, but I'm trying to build another one. Right, we also bought this rifle for £10. I think it might be a 40th because the condition looks great. And I think that is a Lee Enfield. There's a uniform that I've been looking at. Royal Engineers from 1981. And he had a Lee Enfield rifle. Now, so I've got one. Now, I don't know if that's 40th or just a very good condition one. But I paid £10 for that. Right, so a couple of other bits that we've got from eBay. I've got this communications radio for the guy with the poncho. Can't remember what he's called, but I'll put that up here. The aerial's intact, so I'm well happy about that. In the last video I talked about this, and I think I said it was on its way. And so is the telephone, it's all there. The rubber's in great condition, so I don't know, was this made as a 40th? No, I don't mind that. That's going to be going with our poncho guy. We got some more green beret trousers. Right, so we got a German helmet from Birmingham. This one was a £5, as you can see on the packet. Now, it appeared to me that it was intact, but without wearing my goggles. Now, once again, this is one of those things where I should have looked closer. It's cracked all the way around here, being glued, and you can see the strap pin is sticking through it, so it kind of gives the idea of being intact, but it's not. I should have looked a lot closer there. Stupid of me. But there you go, £5. Not the best deal. I'll try and rub that down, see if I can repair that. It's stuck right through the helmet. If I can release that there, then I'll buy a new peg inside. Once again, I was overwhelmed. It's one place that so much that I couldn't even remember. I should have made a list. I couldn't remember what I needed. And I literally was like a deer in the headlights. Also, I bought a couple of figures. Oh, forgot. Also bought the Royal Marines mounting and Arctic webbing in quite good condition. Also, I bought this Action Man. Wasn't part of the deal. They were both separate, but he's wearing it at the moment. So I got myself another Action Man. I actually got 3 on the day. Really good condition. Really happy with him. Hard hands. Flocked hair. So a hybrid, I suppose you call that. So there's him. That's another one we got. And then we got another nude Action Man. Now, once again, I like to build my Action Men because I like the chase of finding all the parts. Now, this guy is actually quite broken on the legs. I think when the rivets get wet, they expand, and that's when it becomes a problem. So you can see the crack there. So I'm going to try and clamp that and glue that at a later date. See what we can do with that. But apart from that, he's in great condition. Right, last but not least, I managed to secure an Action Man in parts, £15. And I had to choose the parts myself, but stupidly, I chose 2 left legs. I'm going to be buying myself a right leg off the internet. So there's another Action Man that we secured. I believe he was £15, all in pieces. But like I said, unfortunately, I chose 2 left legs. I don't know how I did that, I really don't know. But there you go. So that's virtually an Action Man, apart from the head, neck post and hands. £15. My first ever toy convention. Met 3 people that recognised me, to the horror of my daughter and my wife. They were mortified that someone would actually recognise me. Thanks again for watching this exciting episode of Action Fan Collector's Diary. There's a lot of you watch but don't subscribe. Please subscribe, that will help me out greatly. I'll give you a last look at what we bought, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.